Just wanted to give you a quick view into my hydroponic system. Thanks to mhpgardener and Quiet Woods, we've got their bucket system set up here. We're in Central Florida area. It's pretty hot out now, but they're doing pretty good. They were planted late, probably the beginning of May, and as you can tell, they're really tall, very healthy. See, we've got burpee seeds here, 3-pound tomatoes. As you can see, we've got a few of them that are starting to grow already. A lot of flowers. We're experiencing some flower drop, as you can see here, probably from quite a few, probably from the heat, I had to guess. Then we've got another one here that's got some on it as well. And then our pepper plant, our bell pepper plant down here is kind of getting shaded out a little bit because it's it's got two tomato plants on each side. But this is a green bell, and when I put this in here, it was down at the size of the bucket, and in about a month and a half, it's grown to about that. It's very, very leafy. The biggest pepper leaves I've ever had on my peppers. Had some drop on those blooms as well. There's a few more blooms that have started. Had a bit of a hornworm issue. Just sprayed some BT yesterday on them to see if that'll correct the issue. So we'll see. Then we've got this massive zucchini over here that is just, it's gone crazy with this hydroponic system. As you can tell, we've got a zucchini flower there, one of the females. Another one under here. We've got this zucchini that's growing right now, and a couple more female flowers. This one gets kind of top heavy and wants to come out of the bucket, so I've got that one kind of strung up and then clipped up as well. Then we've got another 3-pound tomato over here. This one was planted a little later than the others, probably about a week or so later. And you can tell there's some flowers up there. No tomatoes have really set on this one yet, but it's getting pretty tall as well. Then we got another bell pepper here. This one has quite a few flowers on it. A couple that have set up in there, but nothing huge yet on them. But again, they just started blooming, so we'll keep an eye on it. Again, it's massive, very tall, very thick stalk. Then we've got these, which are a Super Sweet 100 tomato. Saw one of those on Quiet Woods video, and as you can tell, they really go out and start growing a lot of cherry tomatoes. Got these here. A couple of those have flower drop, not as bad as the 3-pound tomatoes. I've got some new growth up here getting ready to start blooming some flowers as well. Another pepper plant. This is a different variety. Let's see, this is a, I don't know if you can see that, a Carmen sweet pepper. But as you can tell, those are starting to get pretty good size here. We've got a few of those that have set, and they're starting to get big. I've got them kind of all over there. A lot of flowers up here, but a very tall plant. Again, the bucket system really is making these things grow quite quickly. Then I've got another Super Sweet 100 here. I left 4 stalks on that one, 4 different vines growing up to try and generate some extra tomatoes there. And then these were just added. This is another bell pepper. I picked it up at local hardware store for like $1. And then zucchini that came in from an outside or an inside bucket system, and it's trying to adjust right now to the sunlight. I didn't harden it off. But the other one did just fine. I expect this one will too. But I wanted to show you guys the difference that this bucket system is making. Obviously, these are the 3-pound tomatoes, and they're taller than I am now. But this one right here, this little guy in the soil, was planted at the same time that those were, and it's got a little bit of growth. You know, a couple flowers that are trying to pop up there, but I've had some drop on those as well, and I don't really expect those to get anywhere near as big as the ones in the bucket system. But yeah, so this is the reserve tank. I've got it buried over here. Might need to put something on top of it to keep the sun off of it, but it's a little hard to see in there. We got a one of the pool temperature gauges in there, so it tells me inside what it is. And it usually sits around the mid 80s by the heat of the day, mid 70s at night. But that's, you know, Florida summer. So there's my update. I'll let you guys know as it gets a little bigger and post a couple more videos. Let me know what you think in the comments, and hope to hear from you soon.